my body.
We got Nick's one of the best workouts ever. I think, yeah, we're already on.
Are we live?
We are live. We're live. All right, everybody. We're live. It's sweet. If you're on YouTube, you're gonna see this is Nick's one of the best workouts ever. Remember, we hope. Nick's gonna be doing his strength test today, everybody. It is a Friday. We're in San Diego. It's June. So this is June 2025 strength test. I think Nick's been doing strength tests for almost over 3 years now, maybe. You think?
Yep, you've done it well.
It's a lot. He's been doing a lot of strength tests, been getting super strong. And everybody, one of the things that was incredible, and we're going to show everybody pretty early on, is just something that for me and Nick, it kind of blew our minds a few minutes ago. And so I want to share everybody. Let's not tell them what we're talking about. All right, everybody. We're on YouTube friends. Sorry if you've missed us a little bit the last few weeks. We were kind of having some connectivity issues. We might now too. I don't know. It seemed to be when we were streaming, we were getting some freezes, and there were times when, like my screen, I was frozen, but I kept going, and it seemed like everybody it never missed a beat. I'm not sure.
Right?
So it could have been something to where just living under the trees out here, the internet's a little slower. Everything's a little slower out here. We're kind of out here in the country, and so it's definitely a slowed down internet speed. Everybody, Nick's getting water. Let's get some water too. I have my water as my third try with water.
I'm back.
Oh, this is good. My wife always has the best water. She drinks the good stuff. And so she gave me some of that. It's good. That's some mountain crystal geyser pH perfectly and everything. Everybody, let's have Nick do the breathing motto. And you can take the whole thing, all right?
Yeah.
I want you to get fired up. And then after we do that, we'll do
warm up.
Yeah, but I want to show everybody what you did. All right.
Right now or any database?
Right after the strength test. And right after the breathing motto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah, just for fun. All right, everybody. So we'll do this. It won't be out of order. We'll get back into the strength test, but we're going to show you guys something that I just thought was pretty cool. We don't want to waste any time. Bye. You look great.
Bye-bye.
It's my wife and my little daughter. They're heading out to go to the Discovery Center.
Oh.
That's like a nature center in Carlsbad where they have animals. They have a tortoise. They have a lot of just things you can discover at the Discovery Center. Some of you might have been to a place like that, Nature Center, and those are awesome. They're open, a lot during the day, and you can go there and spend a couple hours there. Look at that light flicker. It's kind of wild. All right, Nick, without further ado, he's going to take it away.
And my body to and one and breathe in the road. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the bad. Breathe in your bed. And breathe out the road. And breathe in your power. Then do my wave road, but we're not done.
Waves for All goals, everybody. That's a summertime goal. Nick's talking about going surfing, of course, with Waves for All. And remember, we surf every month. So if you want to come surfing with us, you can come out, you can go surf and enjoy the water. And even in summertime, it might not work out on the day when we're doing our big thing. So maybe we can go out and we can go together and do a special surfathon or something.
On YouTube or something. I don't know. I don't know.
So everybody, I know, normally we'd want to go right into our head and neck. Hold on, there could be a helicopter.
They would.
It might be not going to be close enough. Remember, everybody, if we have a helicopter fly overhead, we got to wave our arms around overhead like a helicopter. If there's an airplane, you do the airplane in front. And this one, it's a helicopter. Let's keep it going for 10 more seconds. 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Spontaneous helicopter overhead. A lot of aircraft fly over my house. They come here and there's a lake. In the aircraft, they can see the lake really easily from up in the air.
Ready?
Yep. And so when they're flying in to the airport, and they're talking to the air traffic controller, the person like me who's sitting up in there, they might say, "Hey, we're at Lake Hodges. We can see Lake Hodges," and then that way everybody knows where everybody is in the air. It's a good way to stay safe. Okay, everybody. So this is what we wanted to show, and then we're going to get into our head and neck and shoulders. We're going to do a warm up, and then we're going to do Nick's strength test, and you can watch absolutely too to help put out the fires. That's right. They got the lake right here. They can lower the helicopter down and take water out of the lake, and then go, and then they can drop it on the fire. So everybody, not too long ago when Nick got here, I had, and you've seen it before, the heavy weights, the blocks. They're kind of like the cube shaped weights, and I had a set of weights on the table right here. And Nick, he made a comment about, like, we were just talking about things to do, and Nick said maybe do a strength test. And I looked at these weights and I said maybe you pick one of these up. And I was kind of joking because I thought this is pretty heavy. I don't know how heavy this is going to be. I don't know if this is, it might be too much. But I kind of gave Nick a little bit of a challenge. So Nick comes over and he grabs the weight, and I want to show you what he did. And everybody, keep in mind, this is about a 30 pound weight that we're gonna have right here. And put this out of the way down here, and then let me show you where these weights are. So these are the weights right here, and you've seen them before. Now this one is all blocked up, but this is the one right here that I was giving Nick the challenge to pick up. Now let me just show you real quick about picking this weight up. You know, you can reach down here on the inside and pick it up, or you can grab it kind of by the sides with two hands. And so, this is heavy. Look at this, everybody. This is an incredible amount of weight to pick up and to do that. So what I had done is I told Nick, I said, hey, let's see if you can pick it up with two hands. And remember, everybody, Nick's been working out for years now. We've been working out together. Yeah. Nick's been doing all kinds of activities. And so, everybody, I want you to see what happened when Nick came over. Because let me tell you what I thought was going to happen. I didn't think that the weight was going to move. I thought Nick was going to try to pick it up, and it was just going to be too heavy, and he was going to say, maybe not. And Nick, go ahead and show us. Let's go ahead. Let me try not to knock my water over again. So, everybody, here's Nick. He's coming up. Here's the weight right here. And so there you go, Nick. We got you right here. And so here's Nick. He's reaching down. He's grabbing the weight on the sides of the weight, getting a grip on it. Look at that. Not only holding it up. Look at that. How easy that was for him. Go ahead and do the next move, Nick. Lifting that weight over his head, everybody, and owning it. Look how strong this is, everybody. Let's bring it on down. Set it on down. That was great. Oh my gosh, everybody. That is about 32 pounds. And oh my gosh, look at this weight, everybody. That is just so heavy. And Nick was able to pick that weight up and lift it right over his head. Everybody, again, that goes a lot into showing, that's a testament to Nick's strength, his dedication to getting stronger. You know, when Nick started this, that exercise, I would have never have asked him to do that. That could have been dangerous. Picking up that much weight when your muscles they're not ready for something like that. That can be dangerous, and you don't want to do that if you haven't been preparing for it. But what I wanted to show you is Nick wasn't even warmed up. Nick just got here.
Nope.
He got a challenge like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that could happen in life. He could be faced with a challenge to where he's by himself in a situation, or maybe he's with somebody else who is not able to pick up something that's heavy, and it needs to be picked up. Nick has this confidence now, and I wish you would have seen his face the first time he picked it up, because the look on his face of surprise, of like, oh my God, I just, like, I got this. It was an incredible look. I want all of you to experience it at some point where you're feeling like you're getting stronger, you're getting better. I want you to have that same feeling that Nick had just a few minutes ago, when his brain and his muscles connected in a way to say, hey, we got this. And this, in that case, happened to be 32-pound block of weight. 32 pounds of just solid iron. And Nick was able just to lift that up, no problem. So great job, man. All right, let's get into our head and neck. Let's move it around. Let's go with the classics. Sammy's in the house, giving a wave to Sammy, everybody. We got Carl in the house, too. Kendall's in the house. We got a lot of great friends in the house. And everybody, remember, you might follow along with me and Nick, or you might be watching this workout because Sandy's in the house too. Love it. Because some of the things Nick's going to do today, you might not be able to do those things. So at the moment, but you might be able to create an idea. It might set you up with a thought of like, I want to create my own strength test like Nick. Maybe 5 exercises, maybe 4, maybe 6. I don't know.
Maybe 8, maybe 10. I don't
And
know.
and so again, what we want is to inspire you to come up with some activities and to keep challenging yourself over and over again. Okay, not gonna work. Okay. Also, got to put it out tonight right now. We'll put it out more throughout, but we're not going to be able to do fitness social tonight.
What?
I have to go working tonight.
Working?
I got a friend of mine. They need my help, and I need to go do some work, and it's right at uh, that same time. So put the word out, everybody, if you can, and I'll also spread the word as best I can. But we're not gonna be able to do fitness social tonight,
Man.
and so we'll have to save it for next week. We'll have to save it. But that's okay. Austin's still working on his video too. I know I'm bummed.
Me doing
all
pumped
pumped up. But it's because of that Monday surfing competition. It threw everything out of whack for the whole week. So
Oh yeah.
thanks, Sammy. Sammy said not to worry about it. We'll get to it next week. That's
Don't
right.
worry. Don't worry. It's okay.
It's okay. Let's head naked. Here we go. So everybody, let's go over to one side. Let's hold it. Let's go over to the other side. Give it a
3,
hold.
2, and 1.
Nice. Nick's giving us a countdown.
3, 2, and 1.
Going up.
3, 2, and 1.
Going turtle.
3, 2, and 1.
Going giraffe.
3, 2, and 1. You done.
Ear lift. 3, 2, and 1. Going to the other ear lift. 3, 2, and 1. Head tilt. 3, 2, and 1. To the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and draw that X going up. 3, 2, 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. Across it over. 3, 2, 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. And back across and over. 3, 2, and 1. Not bad, everybody. Let's get into the trapezius. Let's keep it going. Let's start by just kind of doing some loose moves. This would be a lift. This would be kind of being loose. I'm kind of, if you think about it, kind of like you're bouncing your shoulders. You know, if you were like bouncing a ball or something, you know, like just kind of bouncing the trapezius. So a little bit of lift.
That's it?
Yeah, just like that. Even quicker. Just kind of pulling them up, bringing them up. Now let's go ahead and let's bring them up nice and slow. So let's go with the slow lift. Ooh, and that's tough. Ooh, I'm still going up.
Me too.
And now I'm not trying to lift my arms up as much as I'm trying to do it all here. I'm trying to get the lift is right here. And that's about as high as I can get with my trapezius. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Nice. And you can see the shirt right there with the trees in the background. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down, Nick. Bring it down. Keep bringing it down. Keep bringing it down. There you go. Bring it down. So you can see Nick's shoulder. There you go. Nick's shoulder's going down. All right, now let's go up for 10. Just for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I like that. I like it. Let's go to the deltoids a little bit. Me and Nick we're gonna bump each other. So I'm gonna move to the side this way. And here, let's turn you a little bit to the side too. Stand for a second. And we're gonna turn your chair like a 45 degrees.
45 degrees.
There you go. Oh, perfect. See now we can reach out. We still might bump, but that's all right. All right, so let's do the same thing with the shoulders, but now with the deltoids. So this is going to be, again, look at the difference. This would be a chicken wing, bringing it up and down nice and smooth. But I want you to kind of like bounce in the shoulders. I want you to kind of almost like you're trying to, like you got like a bug on your shoulder, a bee's on your elbow.
Yeah.
You can't get it off, so you're trying to like wave your elbow, be like, get off my elbow, bee, and just moving it around. And now let's go for one slow. So we're gonna bring our arms up, going nice and slow. You can see the elbows going up here. I just had a little fly just fly by my ear. I think he You see that? He tried to fly in my mouth. I think he heard me talk about the bee and he said, I'm not a bee, I'm a fly. And look, we're still going up. We're still almost there. We're almost to the top. We're at the top. Let's bring it on down slow. Again, this is, you can look, see my trapezius is nowhere by my ears. I'm bringing it down slow, bringing it down slow, bringing it down slow. And then we're going to go for 10. So let's go up and down. 10, 9. Now this is more of the chicken wing. So slow and steady. There you go. In control with that deltoid, lifting up, working with the trapezius. Let's go 3,
2, and 1.
We're going to hold it. 10,
10,
9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Nice job bringing it down. Ooh, I can feel it here. I can feel it here. I can feel my neck is all kind of fired up. We're outside, and I think being out here on the farm kind of inspires me for our next exercise. What I want us to think about is using the shovel. All right. A lot of folks here might have used a shovel in the past. Maybe you used a trowel. The trowel is like it's a hand shovel.
Oh, yeah.
But the big shovel, that's the one I want us to think about doing. Because what I want us to go for is with both hands going back, both hands going down, and then going up over the shoulder. So Nick's got to move down. This is a 3-part exercise where you're going to take your hands and you have to pretend. Obviously, I don't have a shovel right here. So I'm going to pretend I have a shovel. You can't do it wrong. Don't worry about that. You go into the dirt or the snow or the sand or the mud, whatever.
The
mud would be heavy though, right? Because of the water. Then as you're picking it up, you're also going to throw over the shoulder. So let's go for 10 on each side. And here we go. Let's go. 1, 2, and 2. 3 and 3. Oh, it's kind of there. I'm messing up. I got to go back, forward, back. There we go. So 5, 5, 5. There we go. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7,
and 7.
8, 8,
and 8.
8. Nice. So elbows back, hand is back. Everything's extended forward, and then everything.
9.
My elbows are bent, and everything's going over my shoulder. 9, 10.
10 and 10.
All right, let's switch it up. This is going to feel weird because we're changing our sides. We went from our good side. Now we're going to our less used side. So I got to figure this out. I got to go slow. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 1. There we go.
There we go.
2, 2.
It feels weird.
3, it does. 3, 3. I wouldn't shovel like this. 4, unless I was really tired. 4, 4 on one side. 5, which that happens. 5. 5, 6, 6, 6 over the shoulder. 7,
7 and 7. 8, 8 and 8.
8, 9,
9 and 9.
One more. We go. 10.
Then hold it, but then 9, 8, 7, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Now let's have some water. Everybody.
Yeah, we need water.
Water break time. I haven't spilled my water yet.
That good.
Still got a little bit handy. All right. So we're doing good on time. We're going to do a couple more warm-ups. But the next warm-up, I'm thinking we're going to do, this is going to be one. You think it's going to knock my water over? That's all right. If you don't think it's going to. Nick put his water down right next to my water. No, my water's already fallen over 3 times. Nick's smart. He has the water bottle with a top that's closed. I'm not. I have an open cup. And if it falls over, it just spills out. I got to get a water bottle like Nick. I got to get that going. All right. So the next one, let's do, you could do this with the band. And so this is what let's do. Hand me the band. I'm gonna use the band for this one. Nick's gonna use his arms.
Ew, but then, on my feet.
Oh, sorry, they're good ants. They're nice ants. So with this exercise, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be bringing our arms together, and then we're gonna be going out in separate areas. So actually, we're gonna go all the way apart. So we'll go out with a T. We're gonna go up with a Y. And then what I really want us to try to do is to go opposites. So we're going to go up and down, and then we'll go another one up and down. And we might even, we're going to do a down. We're going to do an A. So let me show you again with the band. Nick, you stay in this spot, okay? And I'm going to move right here. I'm going to stand up, everybody, right over here. And let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see us both. This is great. Okay, so Nick's going to be able to do this sitting down. Remember, we're going to create an order. And remember with the band, how we talked about the other day. I'm not going to hold it all the way here.
No.
That's not really enough slack. And I don't want to hold it too close because I can't really pull that. So you have to find your sweet spot with the band. And remember with Nick, we actually marked this band, which is kind of cool.
Well,
so
in the middle?
There's a mark right here.
Oh.
And that's right where the hand goes, I think. So just like that. So now I got it kind of where Nick's this. Ooh, that's a good stretch. And so you can see I have a extra, I have it wrapped around my hands. So the first move we're going to do is let's go ahead and go across the chest and then bring it back. Now let's go ahead and go up overhead. Let's do the overhead. We'll save those two for the last two. So we'll go overhead and maybe extend it over my head. There you go. Now I can bring it in. And now I want to bring it down and extend it. So you see that what I'm doing? I'm bringing it down, and then I'm also kind of trying to pull it apart. And then from here, we'll go one up, one down, and then one up, one down. So let's do that again. If you don't have a band, that's okay. Making these moves and really think about your rhomboid muscles. Remember, this is an exercise that you can do with just your arm and not using your upper back, but you don't want to do that. You want to try to get the upper back muscle to help out with the rest of the arm. They can do it separately, or because I can just lift my arm out to the side and I'm not engaging the middle of my back very much. Or I can move my arm out to the side and I can squeeze these muscles in here and help to kind of pull everything into strength right there in the back of my shoulders. So, all right, I'm going to find my sweet spot again on the line. That feels good. Let's go ahead and we're going to go for 5 of these combos. So here we go. So we're going to go across the front. Nice. Overhead and open. Nice. Down and open. One high, one low. One high, one low. Nice. Going again. Across the front. Going up and open. Going down and open. One high, one low. One high, one low. Ooh. Across the front. Nice move. Up and open. Down and open. High and low. High and low. 2 more. Across the front. Up and open. Down and open. High and low.
And one high, one low.
There you go. Here we go. One more. Across the front. Up high and open. Down low and open.
One high, one low. And one high, one low.
Ooh-wee. Now I can feel that all in this area of my back right here. And that's what I want. I want to activate those muscles. I want to get my shoulder blades to be locking in with the movement and not only assisting the movement, but providing stabilization. Everybody check it out in the bottom of the picture right there. That's a surf chair. Has anybody seen the surf chair? Let me show you the surf chair real quick.
Well,
grab a sip of water. I'm
gonna yeah, right there. Neat. I like that.
So we're getting this one fixed up. Everybody, this is a chair. Check this out. This thing right here. This is where you sit. And this is for anybody, if you are a wheelchair user and you're thinking, even if you're not a wheelchair user, you just might be thinking to yourself, I want to go surfing. I don't want to get down on my belly. I don't want to be on my hands and knees. I want to sit up like I sit. And that's what this chair is made for. And you can actually, you just sit right here. You lean against the sides. You got a little back bar right here. And then your feet go down and they kind of go like kind of under this bar or rest into that bar. And then this is on the surfboard. And then we go surf and wave together, you and me, or whoever it might be.
I want to do that one day.
I want you to do it, man.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah, you come surfing with me and we'll do surf chair, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
We'll show everybody how it's done.
We do one dope doing one. Oh, my, damn it.
Chris Hill, man. If Chris Hill's in the house, Chris Hill knows about that surf care. All right, everybody. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do Nick's band hold strength test. This is gonna be the first exercise in his strength test. And so we're gonna do that now. We're gonna go and we're gonna do a couple more warm-up exercises after this. But right now, I feel like Nick is fired up in his upper body, and he's got a good chance, I think, to really go the distance with the band hold right now. So we're going to take advantage of Nick being kind of primed across the shoulders. Primed means that you're ready, that you're in a excited state, and that your muscles are they're awake and they're looking for something to do.
I don't maybe down my band hold, please.
To do what?
You down.
Oh, I'm gonna time it on my timer so we get official.
Oh.
Yep. I'll let you know where it's at. All right. So,
let me know every 1 minute where I'm at.
So I'm gonna help Nick out with getting this wrapped around his hand. So we're gonna do. You want to do it this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Right there. Okay. And then remember, this hand's gonna be right here at that. There's marks. So we're gonna bring this through right here, right there to that.
Where you?
Yep. So everybody, this is helping us make sure that Nick's holding the band at the exact same spot. So hold on, yeah, he's ready to go. You see what I'm talking about? He's fired up. All right. So everybody, remember Nick's goal. Do you have a goal? 2 minutes? What do you think?
I don't know. I know time. I know.
So everybody, on this exercise, you're going to see Nick is going to look like he's not doing a lot, but he is doing a lot. Because remember, that band, the whole time he's holding it apart, it's trying to stretch him back. If you want to go along with Nick,
I need them wide up.
All right, I got you. Yeah, try to keep your hands right there. If you want to follow along with Nick, what you can do is you can try it with the band. Good. You can try it with the band, or you can hold your arms extended out. Now, if you're going to hold your arms extended out, you got to think about engaging that rhomboid, the muscle in the middle of your back. So here we go. Nick started. The timer has started, and he's got to hold that band extended out, pretty much just like you are. So he's got his elbows in a great spot. He's got his shoulders looking really nice and smooth. And your goal now is really just to lock it in. Remember, lock in with your core. Everybody, even when you're doing an exercise for your arms, you want to lock in with your core and then just start to remember to breathe. Let the core, let the back muscles, they're going to get some support. All of Nick's rib muscles right now are even fired up. And you can see it against the shoulders and his back, and he's breathing. And just like me, when I get into a tough time when I'm in the ocean, you're going to be able to hear me breathing. If you were listening, you would hear breathing because, again, that's a great way to blow out like you're blowing out birthday candles, like you're blowing out birthday candles. And then just let the air come back in. Remember, everybody, when you exhale, he's at 1 minute already. I'm trying to distract him, but he's at 1 minute. Get away, fly. I got you with the flies. You keep holding it steady. He's over 1 minute. I'm trying to distract him, but also he's keeping focused on his style. Look at this. He's still straight across the body. He's having to use the muscles in the upper back. He's having to use his core, and he's having to breathe. Keep trying to blow out the birthday candles. Remember, when you exhale out, you'll end up breathing in as a reaction, as an instinctual reaction. Your body's trying to get as much oxygen in as it can. So when you're doing breathing like where Nick's at right now, focus on blowing out the air and then just let the air come back in. I'm really focusing on the out, and I'm letting my body, just like a balloon, absorb it in. He's almost to 2 minutes, everybody. This is definitely going to be a new record for Nick. He's hitting 2 minutes right about now. He still has the arms out. He still needs to keep that elbow up a little higher. And there he goes. And look, he's starting to get a little muscle shaking going on in there. When your muscles start to shake, that's when, again, you got some of your big muscle. Oh, and he's down. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, everybody. That is incredible. That's a terrific time. Remember, that's an isometric hold. The muscles are working, even though they're not moving. And that's a big thing. So here you go. Drink up some of your water.
I will doing up, down, water.
And the next exercise we're going to do something for the core. I'm trying to think of what's a good one we can do here. You know what I think it's going to be is we're going to do the witch's pot, but I'm going to give Nick.
The 15-pound bar.
He read my mind. The 15-pound bar.
Remember?
Yeah.
For the endworm.
So Nick's going to do the witch's pot with the 15-pound bar. If you're going to be doing the witch's pot with Nick, remember it's down and out.
Up and
up and in. So let's get ready for that, Nick. Go ahead and stand up. You're gonna be right here next to the basketball.
Well,
I'll just right by the basketball.
were you? Okay.
Right. Here it is, everybody. Remember this barbell. This is a 15-pound barbell. This is like a training barbell. That's a good distance away. Nick's about 2 feet maybe or so away from the bar. And so remember, on the witch's pot, we're going down and out and up and in. So down and out would be like this. Up and in would be like this. If we're sitting down, we're going to be trying to do a similar motion to where what we're going to do is if you're able to, you're going to be able to lean forward, go down and out, and then sitting back upright, not leaning back, but kind of going just upright. That's where you're going to bring it in. So are you ready? We're going
What
10.
can I do?
Let's do it. You can do either. Nick's asking one hand or two hands. You do whichever one you want, but let's go 10 in one direction and then 10 in the other direction. All right.
Sitting on my butt?
No, standing up right there. Yep, standing up. And I'm going to be right here. And Nick's right there. And so, again, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. You got to bend those knees down and out, up and in. Nice. Going to be grabbing a little bit lower down there, a little bit lower, right about there. That's going to help you out. Down and out, up and in. Nice job, Nick. There you go. Down and out, up and in. He's got it. Down and out, up and in, down and out, up and in. 5. Down and out, up and in. 6. Down and out, up and in. 7. Down and out, up and in. 8. Down and out, up and in. 9. Down and out, up and in, and switching. So Nick's switching hands. I'm switching directions. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down and out, up and in. 1. Down and out. You got to get low, Nick. Up and in. 2. So low when you go out. Stand up when you bring it in. There you go. Down and out. Up and in. 4. Down and out. Up and in. 5. Down and out. Up and in. 6. Down and out. Up and in. 7. Down and out. Get lower. Up in the hand lower. 8. Down and out. There you go. Up and in. 9. Go even lower with your hands. Down and out. Up and in for 10. All right. Now, the next one, Nick mentioned it. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see if he can do the inchworm with the barbell going from top to bottom. Remember, if you have a stick, you can go top to bottom. Or if you don't, you can go down your head. You can work all the way down, down your legs, down through your knees, down all the way down to your toes, and then touch all the way back up. So I'm just doing just like a little bit of pressure with my fingertips going all the way up my body, up my neck, up my face, all the way up to my head. Nick's going to be doing the inchworm. He's going all the way from the top of the bar, trying to go all the way to the bottom of the bar. Oh my gosh, everybody. It's not going to be easy. All right, Nick, try it out. Here we go.
105.
Let's go for 3. Let's go in the middle. All right, so here he is. He's at the top of the bar right here. He's working his way down. He's getting down low. You can see that bar's trying to lean. So he's actually pushing back right now. And this is where it gets tough. This is where he's got to think about, do I get low? Do I get closer? What do I need to do? And you can see, there you go. He's figuring things out. And he's going to try to make another move. He's going to try to go with the next hand, bringing it down low. And then it's going to have to be so quick. There it is. Oh, look at the move. Now he's supporting with the right hand. Now he's wondering, do I try to go for the bottom or I go back up? He's using his shoulder as a little bit of a teeter lean, but that's all right. Keep it going. He got that on number 1. Let's see if he can do it again without the shoulder all the way to the top. You got this. Good position.
So do I bring the other way down?
See what you can do. As far as what you did, I thought was very, very good. So here he goes, everybody. He's lowering down. Also, me sitting here is adding a sense of urgency. He doesn't want to drop the barbell on me, and I appreciate that. So you got to squat down lower, and then you got to see what you can do with that right hand. He's bringing the right hand down low. Try to push it forward with the left arm. There you go. Keep pushing it right there. Holding it steady, holding it straight up and down. Try to get it straight. That's a lean. Push it back, push it back. Right there. Look at the muscles on this guy, everybody. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. Look how tough this is, everybody. This is such a cool exercise. Oh, and it came up. Nice job. There was try number 2. That was awesome. Let's go for try number 3. All right, here we go.
Hard.
It's super hard. Everybody, 15 pounds, and it's tall. This is a 5 foot long bar. There you go. Keep it off that shoulder. Push it away. There you go. Bring it down low. There you go. You got it. You got it. Use that right arm. Use that right arm. Bring it on back. All right, now bring the left up. He's got the left hand all the way down on the bottom. Get it off your shoulder. Push it away. Wow, everybody. That's a tough exercise. Nice job, man.
That's hard.
Remember, even if you're sitting down too with the inchworm, if you can find a stick, you don't have to use a heavy bar. You could use a very light stick. And then you could do this exercise where I'm trying to reach to the very top, which is where my hands are now. And then I'm going to bring my hands down and I'm going to see if I'm able to lean forward, if I can get down to the bottom while keeping this upright. And that's what we have going on right now. So this is going to be Nick's goal where I'm at right here, and which is all on the collar. They call that the collar, and then working yourself up. A big part of the inchworm too to practice and to think about is the balancing of the object. So you have to balance the object, but at the same time, you have to stabilize yourself so that you don't fall over and that you're able to lean and use the balancing object for stability for you. It's a tough exercise, but it's absolutely one that a lot of folks here can practice. Tabletop, on the ground, standing up, sitting down, the inchworm. It's a good one. So everybody, Nick's going to have a sip of water. I'm going to let him decide on what he wants to do next for a strength test. Nick, what do you think?
Both the leg and both. I want to do high knee, high elbow.
Boom. High knee, high elbow coming up. So remember, for those of us that are going to be doing this sitting down, you're going to tap your knee, bring your elbow up, tap your elbow on the same side, and then switch to the other side. Knee, elbow, knee, elbow.
Oh, knee, elbow for me.
Not for you. You're going with the squat.
Oh, yeah, with the high knee.
With just the high knee. So, and if we want to do, actually, you know, a better way to do it is to follow along with Nick. Let's go with the double elbow to knee tap and then one up tap. So let's change it up. For anybody who's sitting down doing this, we'll go double elbow knee, one side tap. Double elbow knee, one side tap. Nick's going to be doing a squat. He's going to be getting down low, and then he's going to be extending and then double extension. So he's going to have extension in his core and then extension through his arm here and then getting the quick coordination. So Nick's got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
See how many he can do. Let's get ready. Have another sip of water if you need it. I'm going to move the
basketball
just a little bit here. Everybody, this is an exercise. Remember in the beginning, Nick was getting, you know, one time maybe out of 10 or 20. But now, I mean, he gets more than he misses, I feel like. He gets the tap in before the foot hits the ground. And so all right, step it up. If anything gets you in the foot, just puff it out because it's not going to really hurt you. It's just sticks and leaves.
Where were you?
Everything. Yeah, you're good. None of that should bother you. If it does, it'll fall off on the next step. Everybody, there's lots of little twigs and stuff around here on the ground, but we're here barefoot a lot. It's good for the feet. The feet like that kind of sensation. Nick, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Fire up.
He's fired up. I'm going to be counting for him his reps, and we got the time on the timer. And this is squat with an elbow tap at the top. 3, 2, and 1. Here he goes. So he's down. There's 1. Nice. Keep it going. Yeah, don't worry about what I'm doing. You just move. 2, 3. Nice, nice. There you go. Good squat. 4. Nice. Bring that knee up high. The higher up you get, the more time you got. That's it. That's the move right there. Nick. That was the move. 6. It's cruising now. 7. Keeping it going. 8. Squat. And 9. Squat. And 10. Squat. And 11. Nice job. Get that high knee squat. And 12. Squatting down, going up. 13. Wow, that was a good one. Bringing it down, going up. 14. Another good one. Bringing it down. He's getting tired now. Going up. 15. He can't be tired though. He's got to breathe. There it is. He's at 15. He's got 16. He's going for 17. Let's see if he can get to 30. Woo, that's a lot. I don't know. Got 45 seconds. 18. 19. 20. He's got 35 seconds. 21. Can you get 9 more? 22. Woo, 23. That was a great one. Good form. Dropping down. 24. Nice job. Again, he's going down. 25. He's got to get 5 more. He's got 20 seconds. 26. Got to get down low. Get up high. 27. Nice. That was good. He got that one. He's at 28. Keep going. Let's see if he can get it. 29. And let's see. He's on the buzzer. He's coming up. 30. And time. Oh my gosh, everybody. You can hear him. He's huffing and puffing. Right on 2 minutes. Nick got in 30. I'm pretty sure before that, your high score was in like the mid 20s. 20 something, right? I think 24. Oh, you had 24. It was 20?
It was 22.
22.
Everybody,
we don't know, but it's on YouTube and we can find out. I'm thinking it was somewhere in those mid 20s. Either way, I'm pretty sure for Nick, that exercise right there was a new record on that exercise, the squat with the tap. Yeah, so he's got 2 new records today. It's the longest he's ever held the band. It's the most amount of squat knee taps he's ever done. It also is the day that he picked up 32 pounds as if it was just a baby. It was just a piece of cake. And so
what?
pretty cool right there. So all right. So Nick, what do you want to do next? We'll do a sip of water, everybody,
And they do the breath hold.
and then we're gonna do a breath hold. All right, so he's changing it up a little bit.
No time.
A long time breath hold?
Yeah.
How long?
45.
45-second breath hold, everybody.
No, 55.
55?
Yeah?
What do y'all think? 45, 55? 55 stuff. We can try it.
Yeah, they do like 55.
Remember, everybody, when we're doing the breath hold, the key is to relax. You have to relax. 55 seconds, that's a long time to not breathe. And some of you aren't going to want to do that. Some of you might want to do 10 or 20 or 30. And that's okay. You can stop this at any time. Nick's going to try for 55. I'll also go 55. But again, if you feel like you need to breathe at any time, just do it. Just take that deep breath. You're going to do it anyway. And nobody's going to not breathe. That's what's neat about our body, everybody. And I know from a very unfortunate experience that in the worst times without having oxygen, well, at least for me, your body will still try to breathe, knowing that there's not oxygen. There's a reflex that's built into us. I was underwater and I thought I had to breathe and I tried to breathe underwater. You can't do that. Can't do that at all. So let's try this out. 55. Get very calm, everybody. I want to get relaxed. Nick's in kind of a yoga position here. I'm going to get relaxed so that my muscles in my body are asking for less of a less demand. I don't want my oxygen. I don't want to need it extra. Oxygen's energy, so I don't want to burn up my energy. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Nick called it, man. He's looking nervous right here, but he's like, I think he's gonna get it. All right, here we go, everybody. 2 in, 2 out, and we're gonna hold the third. We're going 55. That's gonna be 11 counts. I'm gonna go 5 times. Or 2, 5, 11 times. That's right. Okay. Get relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1, and breathe in and out. And then and out. And then out.
Nice job, everybody. That's probably a quick 55, but I bet it was in the 45 to 50 range. I counted a little faster, but not that fast. Everybody, 55. I was super relaxed. Honestly, I probably could have held my breath for another 30 seconds. That's what I want when I'm underwater. Everybody remember tonight, the new and the latest announcement. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do Fitness Social tonight. I had somebody who they need my help with something this evening, and I got to help them. I got to go and do that. So Monday at 1 o'clock. And then next Friday, we're going to have a recap on all the latest and greatest from the socials and Austin's video talking about Nick's strength test comparison, all of that. But that'll be next week. So pass the word along. All right, breath hold for 55 is done. What do you want to do next? You got hula hoop express. You got basketball shootout.
You know why I ain't do that? I ain't done.
He wants to go for long jump, everybody. All right, so
Do they 3 feet?
Nick's going for a solid
Maybe
3 foot
more.
long jump.
Maybe more.
We don't know. Let's go ahead and just set up for Nick what 3 feet looks like. So remember here, we have our tape measure. And so we're going to bring it out to the 3 foot mark, which is right here. This is 3 feet. Look at that. That's a pretty long, that's longer than my arm. That's a very long distance. And so with Nick here, let's go ahead and set you up. Let's go ahead and go. I want to find a nice kind of flat spot for you. This looks really good right here.
Yeah.
So this is where we're going to go. All right. So we're going to go right here is your 3 foot mark. And we're going to use the band, everybody, to see if Nick can make it so he can step on the band. That's no problem at all. And then down here, we're going to set up a, let's see, I got another band. This is awesome. So we got two bands. So we're using these 2 bands because Nick has a goal of 3 feet. We already know he can get pretty close to it. So here you go, Nick. This is 3 foot step. Now let me show everybody real quick what this is going to take. This is not going to be easy. Come down on this side over here. So we're going to step from here. You're going to be going down this way.
Not that way to that way.
We can try them both. I think this way is going to be a little better because it's a slight downhill.
Oh yeah.
So everybody, watch this. Just if I wanted to step across this, I'm a pretty tall guy. You can see that I can't even this. You know, if I'm trying to step, let me get this so you can see the bands a little bit. All right, and I think you can see them. So the orange band is right here, and the blue band is way over there. That's a really far away. So Nick's goal is going to be on this side, and this is where I think you're going to have to jump a little bit. But he's going to have to kind of maybe use his arms. A little bit. I don't want to bump. So he's going to maybe have to use his arms, kind of get a little momentum going, maybe with his arms, and then kind of go with like a little bit of a step jump. And that was a step jump if I was going this way. And I wanted to do the same thing. I could get my arms going. And then when my arms go forward, my body will go forward. I'll just kind of jump right over the top of it. So, again, everybody, Nick's getting 5 attempts to see if he can make the distance. And whenever you're ready, Nick, go ahead. And he's going to give it his first try here. So, again, the orange band, you can see it. Here's the blue band right here. That's a huge bit of green. He's got to step over right there. So here he goes. Eyes on the prize. Don't be afraid to fall. You got this. Look at this. Here, we'll even set you up. Fall, just fall on that. There you go. We put the crash pad there. All right, here he goes. 3, 2, 3 foot. 3 foot jump step. Oh, not quite. Not quite, everybody. There's attempt number 1. All right, he's going back to the starting line. We're getting the 3 foot mark back up. That was about, that might have been about 20 inches. So he's got to go quite a bit more than that. He's really got to commit to the forward lean. You can hear him. He's breathing. He's trying to get his accuracy locked in. He's trying to find the step. Oh, and that was a much bigger step. He was only a few inches away from getting that blue band. Let's set this up.
I want that 3 feet.
He wants the 3 feet, everybody. So the first one was about 20 inches. That step was probably about like 28 inches. It was significant. And so here he goes again. He's got to commit to the forward momentum. He's really got to trust his body. And that one wasn't it, everybody. That was about another 20 something inches. He's got two more attempts to go for this. And then I think what we're going to do, he's going to try to go back the other way. So he's changing it up. This is great. See, again, here's the blue band. He's using the arm swing. I like that. Oh, and that was a really big step. So maybe the arm swing is the key. Here we go again. He's getting those arms swinging. Maybe even bend your knees a little bit right before the step, and then you're going to go up with that. The swinging the arms, bending the knees, getting kind of a rhythm, and get close to that band. There you go. There you go. You're going to step with one foot will go, and then the other one will kind of push it off. Going down with the knees. And oh, look at that, everybody. He got his toe. Go back to the other side. Try that again. His toe got the blue band. It really did, everybody. That's a huge step, everybody. That's in the 30s. And here he goes. He's going to give it one more try. I think what he did was right. So he got to step back a little bit. There you go. And so what he did, he used his legs, he used momentum, and then he just at one point he said, go with it. And use those legs, bending those knees down, and then going into the big step forward. And again, he's committing to, he's doing a great job. Everybody, he got on that fifth one, like we said, he got his toe on the line, which, you know what, in my measuring, that's going to be at 3 feet. His toe made it to the 3 foot mark, and I thought that was terrific. So it didn't seem as dramatic because we were trying again to go even better and better. But I would say that Nick stepped 3 feet from his toe to his other toe, which is very, very far. And if you imagine where he actually left the ground, it was definitely 3 feet where the ball of the foot would land. And when you're taking a step, that's kind of where you want to think about where your landing is where is that foot landing where it's actually going to be helpful for me. So Nick did a great job with that, everybody.
I'm going to do the hula hoop.
Hula Hoop Express is coming up next. Get your hula hoops if you have hula hoops. He's got 2 minutes, and he learned this one really good last time. So I think today it's going to be a new record because Nick has been getting down this Hula Hoop Express
Very well.
very well. That's right. So,
And it's about shootout and it's the weedy mud.
the basketball shootout is right. So, all right, everybody. Nick's, remember, he has to show us one example of what it is. Everybody, watch how Nick's going to do this. You're stepping through the hoop. There you go. Bringing it up and over his head. And this is good. He's getting in that practice rotation through. There you go. Nice move right there. Do one more practice to really feel like you got it. And then we're going to start the timer. So there we go. Stepping, passing over. And here we go. All right, step back a little bit more because if you're going to keep coming forward, just keep going all the way back. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're right about there. Yep, right about there. All right, everybody, here we go. Hula Hoop Express in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So here he goes. He's stepping through, and he's bringing it over. Look at that, like a boss. He's got it over his head. There's 1. Nice job. There you go, Nick, stepping through. There you go. You got to find that spot. You got to work your hands and your feet are working together on that move. There's 2. Step back a little bit. Keep going back into that same spot every time you can. Here we go. Step in for 3. Going 1 foot through, the other foot through. Oh my gosh, that was super fast. 3. Lock it in. You got to lock in the feeling. Lock in the steps. Arms and legs. There it is again. Not quite there. There it is. That's what you got to lock in. It's that right foot step. Now you got to get that over. Here we go. Going for 4. Going all the way around his head. Bringing it around. He's getting hung up. There he goes. He's got it around the side. That was his old school way of doing it. He's going again. He's got 50 seconds in. He's got 1:10 to go. Here we go. Here's number 5 going around. Nice job, 5. I think you're doing good. I think your record's 12. Keep it going. Nice job. Going over his head. Reaching around. Nice. Bringing on back to the spot. He's got 6. Here we go. Stepping on through. Stepping on through. Over the head. What's he going to do? There's 6. All right, here we go. He's going for, that was 7. Here's number 8. Oh, he's stepping all the way forward. It's too far forward. That's going to happen sometimes, everybody. Remember, your goal is to bring that hoop around to you. If you put the hoop in front of you, and you step forward, you move the hoop forward too. So the hoop has to come backwards while you're stepping forward. And that's where Nick's stuck right now. So he's got that situation going where the hoop's moving forward with him as he's stepping, and he's got to lock it in place or even bring it backwards. And there he goes. There it was bringing backwards. And you're going to get that's going to be 8. And this is time right now, time at 8, everybody. So not a new record on the Hula Hoop Express. But again, he did a great job on it, and he learned some things from that for sure. So I thought that was terrific. Remember, the Hula Hoop Express, let me see the hoop. The Hula Hoop Express is tough because if you're doing this one, and let me show you what was happening, is that when you're trying, you got the hoop right here. When you're trying to step through the hoop, you have to either keep the hoop in place or you have to actually kind of bring it. You see that? I actually brought the hoop backwards as I step through and then bring it over. If I do this, if I have the hoop out in front and then I step and I move forward, well, now the hoop is moving with me. And so you can see how even though I am kind of holding it down, it's moving out with my foot. So as I try to step on it, it's almost like it's running away from my foot. And so what I want to do is hold it steady right here. I want to kind of maybe roll it back or hold it with my hands so I can step through. And then look at that. When I have both feet through, you can see the hoop is kind of at an angle. And then I'm just going to bring it up and bring it over my head. So Nick's got no problem with that one. He's got a hoop so he can practice. And everybody next up, bump, bump, bump. It's going to be the slam dunk challenge.
I might do 30 today.
He's going for 30 today. That's his goal.
I might do 30. Or maybe 35. I don't know. We will see. Bum, bum, bum.
Everybody remember that's a 15-pound medicine ball right here. So 15-pound medicine ball. And oh my gosh, everybody remember Nick has 2 minutes. He wants to try to get in as many as he can, and that's just how much time we got. So you ready, Nick?
It's late at noon.
It is, I know. So let's get to it. Here we go, everybody. Nick's gonna do this, and then we're doing the breathing motto in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And he's got 1. Nice job. There you go. He's got to get good hands on it. He's reaching up. He's got 2. Nice. Got to get that rhythm. Got to use those legs. 3. Excellent job. Oh, no. He's got to get those hands on to get back to it. Here he goes for number 4. He's going to make up for this. Don't worry about that. Bring it on over. Bringing it over for 4. Nice job. Here we go. Number 5. Lifting it up, dropping it down. Number 6. She's getting on a roll here. Here we go. Nice job. Here we go. Going number 7. Number 7's coming up. And number 8. Nice. Good one right there. Number 9. And number 10. He's right at the 1-minute mark. We got 1 minute to go, everybody, and then we'll get the breathing motto going. Oh, he got that one and tried to roll by him. There we go. He's got 11. And here's 12. Let's see what he can do in the final stretch here. 13. 14. Remember, you can create this for yourself. Laundry basket, basketball goal. Here's 15. Let's see if he's going to get 20. Here's 16. Ooh, that one got a lucky roll. 17. Nice job. Can he get 3? He's got 15 seconds. Let's see if he can do it. 18. Let's see if he can get it. Oh my gosh. Run to it. Oh my gosh. It was so close to 20. And he's going to get 19. And there's time. He's going to get 18. Slam it on down, Nick. That was really good. All right, everybody. Here we go. We went a little bit over, but that's okay. I'll let Nick catch his breath. I'll do the breathing motto. Nick can jump in if he wants to. But we'll get you out of here. So here we go, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy.
And
Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your
breathe in bed. And
breathe out the worst.
And
Breathe in
breathe
your
in
power.
out.
So you
Do you
reach
do
your
it?
goals first. Great job, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Remember, No Social tonight will be on Monday at 1 o'clock. Nick's counting it down in
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.